Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's session. My name is Corey Dow, and I'm a Principal Technical Marketing Engineer with HPE Aruba Networking. And today we're going to cover an update for AOS-CX release 10.16. Feature is called Route Target Rewrite across fabrics. Okay, and so for an overview of the feature, we're going to just start by revisiting what we've already released with AOS-CX 10.15. Back with that release, we supported route target rewrite across fabrics within the configuration where you have both a 2-byte ASN on both sides. So this is a multi-fabric setup, as you can see here, with ASN 65100 and 65200 across the fabric with a eBGP. And so we supported the route target rewrite, as you can see in the configuration here, where we introduced two commands in that release: route target auto mode legacy, as well as the neighbor context here where you see replace RTASN. And as the information in this review presentation covers, it's what happens is we take whatever the ASN that it's coming from and end up rewriting it as it crosses the fabric. So say traffic from say VM2 or VM1 going across the fabric to the other side, then you're going to see that that route target is going to get rewritten from the ASN from that ASN perspective. So as we see here, leaf one is rewriting the original ASN is coming from 65200, but we're rewriting that as 65100 for really the sole purpose of helping to alleviate having to have these manual route target configurations, as you see down here for VLAN 10. These are now eliminated where you don't need this any longer. You can just use the route target auto mode legacy command. And so this works with 2-byte ASN. So we didn't have support for 4-byte ASN, and we'll go into more detail as we move through the presentation, but that's one of the big things that we're adding with the 10.16 update. Okay, and extending the prior example, you can see what we're doing now with 10.16. It may not be so noticeable, but we're taking the 2-byte ASN, so we've maintained that on the left-hand side for this environment. And then in the other fabric, we've got 65536. So this again represents the 4-byte ASN format. So to be able to do route target imports automatically, we needed to introduce some new features for this. And so this is just at the L2 VNI stretch VLAN case. But what is new is the support to be able to do route target imports with an EVPN between different ASN number representations, as you see here. And the same customer benefits that I mentioned on the prior slide. Okay, and same as the slide previously, but just demonstrating that now we're also, in addition to just a stretched layer 2 VNI, we also have an L3 VNI now that is supported for automatic route target imports. So we've got an L3 VNI here for VNI 1000 that corresponds to the Leaf 1's VLAN 20, or I'm sorry, VLAN 10 SBI, and then on the opposite side for Leaf 2, there's an SBI for VLAN 20, so that they use the L3 VNI to be able to communicate across the fabrics between these two networks. Okay, so let's just take a look at what's new underneath the hood. So this is the stretched VNI case, as you can see here. So we still have the L2 VNI with VLAN 10 that's stretched across the two fabrics. And so the new aspect to it is the replace RTASN in coordination with the auto mode legacy is used to automatically import the routes. And so this wasn't available in prior releases where there was 2-byte ASNs across the board, then that was supported. But now with 10.16, we also support the 4-byte ASN as well. And so as we kind of mentioned on the prior slide, you can see what happens from each of the leafs perspective once they're imported in. You can see that on the left-hand side, leaf 1 is in 2-byte format already. So you see that the route target is replaced with its own ASN, 65100:10, corresponding to VNI 10. And then on leaf 2, on the opposite side, you can see that the route target is imported as 23456:10, which is new by the standard, which allows that to be translated from what would originally be 65100 over to 23456, so that the 2-byte and the 4-byte formats can be used to import the route targets automatically. So thank you for attending today's session. If you're not familiar with our Airheads community, I'd just like to encourage you to go out and scan the QR code and join the Airheads community today. There's a lot of helpful content that we produce for the Airheads community. All these videos that you see here in the presentations are available out at the community. So just encourage you to join if you're not a member already today.